Welcome, everybody. Episode 57 of the Conversationalist. I'm here with Mark,
Hello.
Sweet Lou, and Rich.
Hello. Good afternoon, yo.
I'm your
What up?
co-host, Ryan, and we are excited, all four of us in the booth.
It's been a while. It's
yeah.
nice little change.
Hot minute.
Hot minute, baby. How's everyone doing?
Cold.
Good, man.
You're cold.
in these streets.
Dude, I
Why
was
aren't you
sweating
wearing
my
socks?
ass off.
Warm up,
I'm ready for
warm up
socks.
with the Wookiee over here.
Yeah.
Bro, put those gangly ass toes away.
Yeah,
do you
man, he
mean?
got Kevin Durant
KD
feet,
toes,
man.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nasty.
Some people are into that.
If he didn't have janky
too
ass
nasty
feet,
to
he'd be in the
clean
finals
their
that
act
one
up.
year.
What?
With the Brooklyn Nets. We stepped
Yeah,
on
he
the line.
stepped on the line, man.
Would
Big
be
ass
Milwaukee.
toe.
Yeah.
I've seen that video.
Hilarious.
Now it's
What
in
a-
the booth with us.
Now, yes. Now it's here.
Yeah, literally.
Nasty ass toes.
From
We
Do you
the
get
entrance.
pedicures?
Thankfully, we don't have a camera to
Right.
put down
I
on
used
the
to.
feet,
Yeah.
and we're not on Feet Finder, and we're
But
not
we'll
on any
get
of these
one.
things.
Yo, you can
But-
get good money from
Yeah, you're always
You
trying
should
to make money.
you should sell some feet pics, baby.
it. Yeah. Any you guys interested?
I don't want to buy any.
You want to rent it? What, like,
No.
what you
I'll
trying to
yeah.
say?
You wanna
I'll
rent
just
it?
take pictures of your feet and put them online.
Yo,
Oh, that's
I don't
nasty,
fucking
man.
care, man.
It looks like you have like cleft toes there. Like one toe is
I
over
know
the
we're
other
not going
toe.
in on
I
my
don't
toes.
want to get off on this topic real quick, but I remember Vanjie and I were working together one day. There was a girl in the States. What she was doing was bottling her farts and selling
Yeah.
them,
Yeah.
Or bath water.
which is ridiculous to me. I don't know who wants
Didn't
this,
Dr.
but she would.
Squatch do that with
She
the
would
soap?
tell
Yeah.
yes, but she would also tell what she ate that day, which would lead to this. And then Vangenhoven and I were like, maybe we should
Try it.
bottle our farts and just get your
Oh,
fiance to
yeah.
be the face of it. And we'll just make, because she was making something stupid like $50,000 a month.
Yeah, and then they smell the farts and they're
Yeah.
like, yo,
You know,
this shit is fucking disgusting.
Dude, but if people were willing to pay for this, I'm willing to cash in on it. So
Yeah. Let me know. Put that in
This
the
chick
comments.
nasty.
If you want some of my feet pic, I'm willing to.
Can't you
Oh,
do like
yeah,
an
we can sell it,
AI
okay.
or a bot
Yeah.
or something?
Pardon?
Do like an AI chick or whatever, and then just
Or you can do that too.
everybody thinks.
But
it's
you
this
see,
hot,
I don't
sexy
want
AI
it to
chick.
be. Yes, I
And
don't
then
want it
it's
to
like,
be.
nah,
This is a sexy AI chick. I'd rather have a real person,
Yeah.
physical person, who is just the face. She might say some things, but she doesn't need to be the doer of things.
Yeah.
Unless she wants to. But I mean, if you want to buy farts, it's fucking weird to me. But anyways, moving on.
This is the wildest thing to ever start a podcast.
This is how we started the day.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. The four of us are in the booth.
Bottle and farts. Did you see that there was an AI artist that just topped Billboard 100? Her name's
No.
Monique. She just
I know the actress Monique.
How does she spell her? There's also a singer named Monique back in the day.
this was like an AI artist.
Monica,
They
too.
have like they use the app Sono to make all the music,
Oh,
and she just topped Billboard 100.
Who's buying her albums? Who's buying her music?
Probably bots, probably more AI.
I know,
dog.
More bots.
Yeah.
We live in a simulation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, this is
Timberland.
this
Dude,
is
so
not
people
right.
like unions are tripping out. Like they're like, this is a complete slap in the face. Radio stations are like, yo, we have plenty of like live breathing people
Right.
that can't even get their shit out
Shit out
there.
there, yeah.
And-
Did you see Timberland's new AI artist?
What?
No.
Yeah, Timberland has his own AI artist. Tata Taktumi.
Tata
Tata
tattoo.
Taktumi.
Tata Taktumi.
Houdini.
Yeah, man. AI is getting out of control.
way
Even
out of
it was announced part of the federal budget that they're going to be eliminating 30-something thousand jobs, and by utilizing more like AI integrations. People are a little bit they said for a liberal government, this is the most conservative budget that like a liberal government has ever put in, because they're
Okay.
cutting a shit ton of jobs. They're making huge incentives for businesses to come in, like tax write-offs for like luxury boats and like all of this crazy shit that when you look at a traditional liberal government, this is something that's like totally unheard of. But they even in the federal government, they're name dropping AI. They're like, yo, we're going to start implementing like AI as part of like some of our like CRA services and
Right.
like shit
You
like
believe
that.
them?
Huh?
It's everywhere, man.
You believe them?
Bruh.
I don't trust Smart Carney. Yeah,
Dude, I don't trust no one nowhere, man. Half the time, it's crazy. And one of my talking points was
Yes, I saw that.
the
UFC
the family of Martin Luther King.
Oh, yes.
The
okay.
estate of Martin Luther King. They sent Sam Altman CEO of OpenAI, ChatGPT, and Sora, sent them a letter basically asking for Martin Luther King's likeness to be removed from their video generation. Because think if you're a kid growing up now, and you know nothing about like Martin Luther King and everything like historically that went on, and then you see him like drill rapping, like you might actually think that was a video
of him.
Like, and it's becoming so. Some of these videos are becoming so realistic.
It's almost like rewriting history.
Yeah, like you're
like
tarnishing.
Tupac's still alive.
Yeah,
is he
like
not?
you're tarnishing.
He's chilling in Cayman Islands.
Yeah.
But you're like tarnishing this guy's
Reputation
and everything that he's done historically.
Yeah.
Like
you're
you're
muddling
almost
the message that he.
yeah, and it's
But people don't care. This is the thing.
so. But AI took a huge step, and they banned his likeness from making it on like AI videos.
Okay, good.
And now people like estates of Robin Williams, George Carlin, a ton of like comedians that have died through like substance abuse and like self-harm and stuff.
Okay.
Because now they're making AI videos, like almost making parody of it.
Right.
So yeah, AI's taking that step in not allowing that likeness, but it's on the request of someone that's
Yes.
within that
That's
camp, right?
Yeah. Well, that's good news. That's a good start. I'll applaud that for
Yeah.
sure because, I mean, I think it's getting out of hand. Like we talk about the music videos all the time and the AI videos that we're seeing. You know, Mr. Rogers and Tupac and Kobe Bryant are all hanging out or whatever like that. It's getting to be a bit much. And like the way you say it, especially with kids growing up nowadays who don't know about these people from before. This is what they're going to think. Oh my God, you know, this is what this person's doing or this is what they're up to, which is not the
Yeah,
case.
or they might actually think that was like a moment in history and be like, oh, Martin Luther King, the dude that like drill rapped or like wrestled Abraham Lincoln.
Yes, exactly.
And you're like, what?
Like that never happened.
And it just distorts. It's a spit in the face to everything that he's done for the world.
Yes.
And it's like, again, like Mark said, it's completely rewriting history. Like people are going to see Rosa Parks as like a wrestler more than they're going to see her as an activist.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like
Riding on the bus.
it's like that's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, now you see it with AI artists and you see people leaning in. But a lot of people say this is like a bubble that's eventually going to pop. Like people are saying like all it's going to take is like a legislation to come in or something like that.
Well,
and then there's going to be huge like
laws and parameters and
yeah, man,
absolutely.
like
I believe it, and I think it's only like you're right. It's gonna be a matter of time before that happens, or when somebody finally steps up to make that a thing.
and it just shows that people can't like enjoy things in moderation.
That's
It's
also
like
true.
people do things and then it becomes like, but what's like basically like edgelording.
Dude,
It's like what's gonna be like the so far but not far enough that people like cancel me or hate me, but I'm taking it right
to the
there.
edge.
And
but the internet has no chill. So unless you really want to find out how far it's gonna go, just give it a couple more. Just give it some time.
oh man,
Give it some time.
it's scary times, man.
Yeah.
Scary
Yeah,
times.
absolutely.
But yeah, we got a lot of
A lot of topics to
clapping
cover
for?
here.
a
couple
lot of
things.
shit on the go.
So-
NBA season off.
Okay, first let's.
Yeah.
We missed it.
What? Well, we're gonna do it. I'm gonna do it right
Yes.
now. I'm gonna start with
Yeah,
one thing.
Do that.
First, Dick Cheney
Died. Rest in
passed.
peace.
Rest in
This
peace.
shit.
We gotta start there.
Yeah, we
It's
gotta
been
start.
happening almost
Yeah.
every other
Dying.
episode.
People
Yeah.
died.
People
Pour-
die.
Pour
but,
one for the dead homie.
Yeah, you know, not that I was his best friend or anything like that, but to his family, to his camp, his political views, George W. To Dick Cheney. You know,
And
may
Dick
rest in
Cheney
peace.
was a huge Trump hater.
Also very true, but we're not here to talk about that.
Yeah, and he
was
shot
a
his
shot.
friend.
Why
Shot
was
his
he a
friend
Trump
3
hater? Why
times.
did he-
That I do remember. I
Dude,
remember hearing that. Yeah,
And then they said he got in fucking the chick on the news said, "Oh, he got in the line of fire and he got sprinkled."
yes,
And I
yeah,
was like, "Yo."
sprinkled.
They were like, "That's what you talk about roasted chicken, not
Yeah.
how you talk about a human."
So the first thing we're going to talk about, obviously, besides that, is congratulations to the Toronto Blue Jays for a wonderful, successful season, finishing second overall, not giving up and being the team that was regarded as an underdog and just kept on pushing through. Obviously, they forced a Game 7 in the ALCS, and unfortunately, we did go to a Game 7. Not that we forced it in the World Series, but still,
That Wall
great
did.
year.
I respect that.
There it is. But there's one thing that not a lot of people know about that we were discussing. There were a couple of things that happened throughout the games, but we're not going to get into all the things about the dead ball or runs that should have been counted, some missed calls by umpires. The one thing I do want to talk about, without sounding like a baby, is the Shohei Ohtani rule. Now, I'm going to say first and foremost, he is one of the most talented baseball players I've ever seen, especially with what he can do on both sides of the field, if I want to say it
Both
like
sides of that betting market.
or that too.
Can I be
Being
your
a
translator?
defensive player as a pitcher and being an offensive player as a big
Hitter.
bat. Pardon?
As a hitter?
Yes, as a hitter. So, back in the day when Shohei first came into the league, he was playing for the LA Angels. So, back in the day, first of all, let's start. The thing that differentiated the two leagues was the American League, you had a designated hitter, and in the National League, your pitcher would bat. When interleague play took place, if you were playing, for example, in Toronto against the Dodgers, the National League team, so the Dodgers would have had a designated hitter, which gives your pitcher doesn't bat. And then if you played in LA, your pitcher would have to bat. So when he first came into the league, he was playing for the LA Angels, which allowed him to just bat or pitch. It didn't matter. When he went to the Dodgers, however, they changed the rule. So the rule was implemented in 2002, which allows a player who starts as both the pitcher and the designated hitter to remain in the game as a designated hitter even after they are removed as a pitcher. So meaning, when you're a pitcher and you're removed from the game, you're done defensively and you're done offensively. But when he went to the Dodgers, they changed the rule saying that if he was done pitching, he was still able to bat because of how talented he is. And I'm not taking anything away from him, but if you look at the game of baseball, there's no other players in the league that can do what he can do. At that level, being a pitcher who can strike out 10 batters and then being a batter who can hit 3 home runs in a game. Just saying. No one else can really do that. So it's a huge advantage for the Dodgers. But also, that being said, a rule being changed specifically for a player, one player is huge. And it's only advantageous to the Dodgers.
Yeah.
So I'm not, again, congratulations to the Dodgers for winning the World Series. But if you have, this just opens the door that there better be, hopefully, kids who are out there who can play baseball, who can pitch and bat, continuously do it, and then
other teams can leverage this rule.
Yes, exactly.
Right, and then they can level the playing field.
It'll level the playing field because right now there's no other player really in the MLB who can do that. So I just want a lot of people to know that you can look this up online as well. Not saying that it's a big, it's not a huge deal, but knowing this rule now, kids, don't think that you're only limited to playing either as a defensive player or as an offensive player. Think about it now as if you were a pitcher, your dreams can still be true if you play in the American League, and you can still be a good hitter. So keep it up. That's
And
all
I
I'm gonna
think a big highlight of this World Series was the pitching. Like, you look at Yamamoto.
Yep.
You look at the rookie for the Jays.
You Savage.
You Savage.
Saw his first major league
man.
game when
Yeah.
I was in Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear about his contract?
Yeah, he's like
This guy's making peanuts.
yeah,
yeah.
he's
Well,
making
he's on a
nothing.
rookie contract.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's on a rookie contract. But when you look at it, like, that was a huge. This was a huge storyline in the World Series.
Absolutely.
Was looking at the pitchers, and sometimes you're seeing these people come out in the woodwork and be able to, like, answer the call, right?
Yeah.
And being paid peanuts. Like,
He went from single A ball to the World Series in 1 year, which is
Yeah.
pretty much unheard of. But yeah,
and it's
Pre-arbitration, 760.
and then you look at Will Smith. What's this? His fifth.
this is his third.
But
there's been 6 Will Smiths who have won a World Series in the last 6
6 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
They said,
Really?
"Is your
Yeah. I
name
thought it
Will
was the
Smith?"
same
And you
dude
have
the
to
whole
be
It's
the
not the
person.
same dude, though.
There's-
It is the same dude.
No, it's not.
No, it's
Oh.
not.
They're the one who
Different.
plays for the Dodgers. He's won 3 times now,
Yeah.
but there's been 3 others.
Okay.
I can't remember what teams they play for. You can check it out.
Big Willie style.
They
Yeah.
said if your name's Will Smith, you automatically got to join a professional sport.
yeah, absolutely,
They
at
said,
this
like,
point, yeah.
You look across the board and like
Yeah.
every professional organization.
Either that or
Have-
fight over your bald wife's head.
Yeah, slapping dudes out.
She got alopecia,
Big
bro.
Willie style.
Doesn't mean you gotta act like a bitch.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But it's I think man, I couldn't believe the ending of it with the broken Batman.
yeah.
That would have been so
You're like
because it was so
half an inch
Yeah.
off the home
Have it,
plate.
yeah.
and it so many things are just outside of anybody's control.
Yeah.
You know, it's
that
like
catch was insane. If you didn't catch, who was that caught that? You know, when they-
who's the dude on the Dodgers
Varsho?
that looks like a little bit of a crackhead? The one that
fuck?
busted, the one that like shoved his
Muncy?
partner over.
Muncie?
What? Muncie?
No, is it Muncie?
The
He
third
just got
baseman?
that skinny. They put him out there for long catches.
Oh, shoot.
He's the one that bodied his fucking.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know
yeah,
what you're
yeah.
talking about. I can't remember his name at the moment.
Yeah, I saw him and I said that
like
dude.
that was probably the
That dude
clutch.
looked like
was
the
so
smoke.
close.
Yeah.
Asnow? No, that's a pitcher.
But there were
Pages?
there were the dead ball.
Pedres or Pedres.
The dead ball as well. Like I said, I don't want to really talk about it, but there are some sketchy things that happened in some of those calls
Yeah.
that could have been because normally if a dead ball is called, the ump is supposed to walk to where the dead ball is and verify the ball and pull it out to see how dead it is or how stuck the ball is to verify that this is a dead ball. They did not do that.
Took the player's
Just
word
said,
for
"Yep."
it.
And when I was watching that, I was on the plane on the way back from Ontario, and I was sitting near the back of the plane, and this was Game 6. And if I looked around, I think I was the only person watching the game on my phone, which is not bad. I'm not saying it's bad, but it was very strange to me as the whole country. This is our only team, and a lot of people have been paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
But at this moment, if we could win the World Series on the plane, like no one's watching, it would have just been me. I think,
Yeah.
like I was
Everybody would
fist
be like, yo,
pumping
what
and
the hell is that guy's
it was-
problem?
Yeah, everyone.
And Canada was third in viewership for the
Yeah.
World Series. Japan being second.
I wonder why.
I'll
Yeah.
say like I this is probably the most baseball I've watched in my.
But that,
100%.
so he said that to me as well. I'm like, this is like the year the Raptors won. It's the first time I've been watching so much basketball since like 93, 95 when the Bulls were winning and stuff.
And
like
it was
that.
fun.
It was great. Yeah, it was good.
It
time.
was good. It was nice to see that like the country was hyping them
Yes.
up. Everybody was doing like
Absolutely. Watch
advertising,
parties.
watch parties.
So even one of my friends who came in when I was in Ontario, she flew in from Costa Rica, and she flew into Toronto and took the train from Toronto to Ottawa. And she was like, I stopped in like the Jay's store quickly to grab like a hat and a T-shirt, and she said the place was just a zoo.
Oh, just
A
public
zoo,
place.
and things cost like they were so overpriced. Like I think the hat and the T-shirt cost her like $70, and it wasn't even like a new era hat or anything like that. It's just like an adjustable one. But hey, she
You
was
don't
there
like
to support the-
snapbacks?
Yeah, she got a snapback. And...
You don't like snapbacks?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just.
But
saying
it was a
It
cheap
was
hat.
like a hat and a T-shirt, and it cost her $75, almost $80 just to get. You know,
Yeah.
that's all
Yeah,
I'm saying.
wild.
When a new era hat would cost you like $80 just to get it alone.
Yeah,
Dude,
they're like 50, 60
When I
bucks.
went to the
Drake.
Oilers versus Utah game,
Yes, how was that?
It was great. I loved it. First
Mammoth.
Oilers game I've been to. But I wanted to look at their new jerseys. Dude, $300 a
Yep.
jersey. Wildness,
Yeah.
man.
Can't-
And that's from Fanatics. Fanatics used to be like on the cheaper end
Yes.
of the jerseys. And
Yeah.
Adidas sold it.
Yeah. And you know they didn't change their quality.
No.
So
not.
it's like they just
not
said, we
worse.
got in with that NHL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're running it.
Yeah.
And but dude, it was really cool watching you.
Did they
I
win that
think-
game?
They won that game.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect, yeah.
I think in professional sports, a lot of people underestimate like the speed of the game. Like when
Yes.
you see it on TV, everything's a lot slower. But when you're there watching
watching
it,
it.
you're like, oh shit, these dudes are going.
Yeah.
Like
They're moving.
it
It's
was.
it's one of the like fastest sports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
live
Oh
action.
yeah. It was hard to keep track of,
Especially with
especially when you look at their line changes.
Yeah.
Like that's probably, I want to say like you there's no sport faster for line changes.
No.
You know what I mean? Like guys
they're
are
on the fly. Everyone else.
Yeah,
is
it's like 40 seconds.
TV timeout.
Unless you're
or whatever,
McDavid.
Yeah.
Dudes are 30 seconds,
Yeah.
40 seconds,
Yeah.
boom, in and out. You're trying to track them and everything, can't do nothing. But nothing beats going to an NBA game.
So that's one sport that I realized how quick it is until I was actually there. And watching basketball, it's fast. It's,
And the
like, I know
amount-
hockey's fast. That means 5 on 5, but it's basketball.
And I get it, like the speed of hockey, but when you see like basketball level of athleticism, it's like to see a dude jump that high in the air.
Yeah.
When they're
And be
6'7",
that big?
it doesn't-
No, it doesn't matter. But to even just
I want to see before everything's said and done. I want to see Wemby.
Yeah, I need to see Wemby in real life.
Like
Dude.
7'4",
Dude,
7'5".
and the guy
Yeah.
can move.
Yeah.
Dude.
The guy can, and he can dribble.
Or you look at a guy like John Morant, who literally is blocking shots,
Or,
and his
trying
elbows
to jump on.
and his elbows are hitting
Wemby.
the bottom of
Of the backboard.
of the backboard.
Yeah.
Like, dude, what are we talking
Yes,
about?
absolutely.
Speaking of jaw,
Yeah. What do you
This
guys
was-
think?
You wanna
What do
talk
you
about
guys
this
think
guy?
about that?
He's done. His time is done in Memphis.
yeah, he's gonna get traded.
He's getting traded, absolutely.
But look at it. He had the same coach forever. Then all of a sudden, a new coach comes in. He goes, speed kills, and it's like, I think they did him a disservice by not keeping him in the loop of getting rid of their coach, bringing some guy on from the EuroLeague.
What was it? Taylor Jenkins, I think it was.
Taylor Jenkins was the coach for like
Yeah.
6 seasons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then this guy comes in. He's been part of the EuroLeague. He has this whole new style of coaching, like kind of taking on that role of like I'm gonna turn this team around.
Okay.
And a lot of people are saying, Memphis hasn't been the same since Dylan Brooks was there, and
Or
I-
when Jaw said, "I'm fine in the West."
Fine in the West?
yeah. But I think that they don't want to like give him his credit because of all the controversy that he's in, because he's kind of
Oh, the
bad
gun
for
stuff?
business now.
Yeah.
He's kind of like bad. He's bad for like it's like with Enes Kanter. Like Enes Kanter wore these like shoes, and then all of a sudden he was talking about China, and then boom, he's done. It's like I think at this point they kind of said, this guy's not going to make us much more money.
Okay.
So like you can do what you wish with them.
He was also a defensive liability, but yeah.
Oh yeah, like comparing John Morant and Enes Kanter, but I mean like the controversy surrounding it,
Yeah.
where it's like, okay, at some point, what's going on with my
I
mic?
don't know. I hear it too.
At some point,
Echo?
No. It's
No.
like... Anyways, go on.
it's just
Static.
bad for business,
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
at some point they're like, yo, if this guy buries himself, he buries himself. If he does great.
Great, yes.
But like we're not gonna do our best in like propping this dude up.
Right.
But
Right.
the league is not going to get rid of him. Ja Morant is still the number one selling jersey, the number one. I shouldn't say number one, but he's
up
in
there.
jersey
He's in the
sales.
top 10.
He's still the youth connect to him. And that's the biggest.
There you go.
Is it because of the guns?
Sure.
Yeah, I
And
think
being
he
aligned, absolutely.
it ultimately they probably turned around and they just said like this guy ain't like, and now you have Wemby, you have like all of these
Luka,
other
Reese,
dudes that could
yeah.
easily get propped up by
Right.
the association.
Mm-hmm.
Cooper Flag, even though he's kind of mid, like
Where does he play, Cooper Flag?
Dallas.
I was gonna say.
Dallas.
And he's playing quite well as far as I see on some highlights. No?
yeah, he's
not
doing
from
all
From a
right.
fantasy,
No.
like,
From a
standpoint?
perspective,
But he has.
he's holding his own.
He's holding his own. He has a high. What am I trying to say? He has a lot of
High usage?
He's a high usage player. Like
Yeah.
for a rookie, they're playing the
He's
shit
also-
out of this dude.
yeah,
Okay.
and he's playing out of position.
playing
One
out
of
of
the
position.
hardest positions.
Yeah.
What position
to,
did
He's
he
like,
playing. He's
point
playing in
guard.
Dallas
Playing
with an
point guard.
expectation.
What
And-
position
Until
did he-
Kyrie comes back.
And
what
on a
position did he play
team.
before?
What?
What position did he-
He's probably like
Small
He's a small
But
forward.
he's
Okay.
playing as a
Undersized
power
forward.
forward.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
But and on a team where he shouldn't be taking that type of like position, where he should have AD, Kyrie, like he should have
Thompson,
all of
yeah.
these like senior players
Right.
that should be stepping up, putting points on the board, and now he's turned into the number one option, and it's
Okay.
like that's a lot of pressure to put on a rookie.
It is a lot of pressure,
Yeah.
yeah. But I mean, sometimes you're gonna find out what's gonna happen though. Either you're gonna live up
Yeah,
to
like,
it, or
yeah.
you're gonna
Trial
crumble.
by
fire.
fire.
Yeah, man,
Hey.
that's what happens.
I
But-
said it first.
I said
man.
first.
Jinx,
Run-
man, you
run
both
the-
owe me a
run
coke.
it
Run it back.
Fools.
I said first.
But I think the NBA right now is like El Fuego, man. Like
I love the drama.
Dude, I love it, man. I think it's great. It's keeping like that's what people are tuning in for now.
Yes.
Is
It's more drama than it is the sport.
yeah.
What about the gambling?
Gambling.
Dude,
We should get into that.
dude, and
It's funny because like during the regular season, like I don't watch that much basketball, but like you still pay attention to like the storylines and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
It's like, oh shit, this is juicy. Like that was like a bombshell that went off.
The gambling.
And like
and the fact that he wore Clutch
stuff.
Sports.
Well,
Yeah.
I
Sweater
sent you guys
walking
that
out of
Stephen A.
the-
Smith video and all that stuff,
Yeah,
where
and
he's
it's
talking about like now it's the FBI and everything. The CIA is coming into this. And
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
and,
and
like,
it just goes to show you like it's just the NBA.
and they
Like,
it's
and-
we all know it's
and
not.
we-
There's
and
like
we're gonna
a
get
race
into that.
thing or
Yeah.
anything like that, but like,
What's happening?
bro,
Right.
like you got NFL players that have been
Yeah.
screwed over in the past, Calvin Ridley, and then there's no like mention of NHL, right? So
And
it's like
the NHL, I know.
I don't know, man. I'm dead.
I know some players who gamble.
I'm fuzzy.
And
I'm
even, like,
fuzzy.
There's an example of when Connor Brown had his first goal with the Oilers,
yeah,
and Evander Kane said he was going to set him up that night.
set him up for what? Like
Set him up with
goals
what
or-
though?
Said he's going to hook him up with a goal.
Oh, with a goal. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I was
So
sure.
does that constitute as him?
Well, I mean that's kind of
No, but I mean-
But you know what I mean? If someone,
Yeah.
someone would have taken the over,
I'm good
right?
there now. Yeah.
They would have made money on Connor Brown scoring that night.
But at the same time, I think as a teammate who's somebody who's just playing in the league and it's like, yo, I'm going to set you up. I'm going to get you a goal.
Yeah.
I don't think that's me. I'm going to get you
No,
a
no,
goal.
I totally. But
Well-
you could see like on the flip side of that, right?
Yes,
Like, how that
absolutely.
could-
Right now, yeah, absolutely, sure.
Well,
But yeah,
and-
like we were saying in the group chat where it's like, hey, LeBron's not going to be playing tonight.
yeah.
It's like, oh, bet the unders because that dude has such a high usage. It's like the other players on their team, they don't know what the hell they're doing,
right.
right?
Well,
they don't
this
have
goes-
their LeBron, their king, to save them and prop them up.
Yeah.
Well, this goes back to where like J.R. Smith when he didn't know how much time was left on the clock, and now they're saying that the assistant coach that was there for Cleveland, he's been part of all of these like gambling things where they're like, "Yo, this could have easily been like
Shit, I didn't hear about that.
orchestrated."
but
right?
it's so weird to think about, like, how it's happening again.
Dude, what
How
is-
professional sports can be.
I don't hear it.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, we don't hear it.
Is it just like
I know.
static?
I don't hear you either.
You don't hear me?
You don't
No.
hear
No,
me?
his is,
I don't hear anything.
Technically,
What the fuck?
I
You're
heard
back
that.
now.
You back?
I don't know
You
what's
hear me?
going
I'm
on.
choppy.
With these.
But
Chopped and screwed.
with sports, I find it very difficult to say I'm gonna throw a game or I'm gonna fix a game, or I can understand in like some sports where you're gonna be like, yeah, you know, maybe I can miss this shot or I can throw up a brick. Yo, what is happening, dog?
Yeah, keep going.
But I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Is it still showing up on like our meter there?
Yeah. I don't know.
Test.
All
Test.
this-
I don't know what's happening. Can we pause it?
Yeah, hit the pause button on the
Yeah. Oh
recording
boy.
there.
Oh my good.
Was it?
Oh. And 3, 2, 1.
That's already gone.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Another.
That's
What's
me
it-
how to do my job.
What's interesting is with all of this betting stuff.
Yes.
It like ties back to like years and years and years. But to kind of segue into that with something a little bit more like this is very recent, but even more recent is what's going on in the UFC and how like this whole betting scandal is becoming like, is this a detriment to like the integrity of sports now? Because like people are like nobodies. So to give you a little bit of context, there was a UFC fight night. This guy, he was favored to win the fight. He's been coming on, like he won his last 3 or 4 fights. His last name's Bulgarian. Good guy on the ground, like very well versed in like jiu-jitsu,
Okay.
etc., etc.
Okay.
Hour before the fight, the betting line like surged for him to lose first round submission.
Oh, I think I remember you talking about this
So
one, but go on, yeah.
he was so the UFC was notified, yo, this is kind of some sketchy betting. They let the fight go on. Boom, this guy loses first round submission. And like even the announcers like Daniel Cormier were saying like, yo, that was white belt shit. Like he let this guy like take his back
yeah.
and like choke him out. And he said like the guy wasn't even barely choking him. So now all of these UFC fighters are coming out saying that they were like offered money to throw fights.
Oh,
and,
really?
Oh yeah, they said that this is like so over in the last since betting has been legal in the UFC. And fun fact, before a certain fight, it was someone named Milner. This guy was betting against, like he was betting for the people that he was training and shit. And then they put in a rule in the UFC that you couldn't like bet in the sport.
Okay.
But before that, fighters were able to bet on their own outcome. So like they were able to bet on the UFC.
Right.
And then it had eventually changed. But so over 100 fights got flagged since betting has been legal for like abnormal betting activity. Like people are talking about being approached in their gym and offered like 70 G's to throw a fight.
Right.
And this ties into like what fighters are getting paid and you know, is it worth it for some people? And then they're like, oh, it's because these guys aren't getting paid enough. It's like, bitch, please. Terry Rozier is on a $78 million 4-year contract.
Right.
And they still got this guy.
Yeah.
So, like, if you can get at the top guys, how easy is it to come after the dudes that are having kids and they're not getting fights and they're on a 3-fight losing streak? And now, like judges.
Mm-hmm.
So like when people call out like shady judging of like how was this like a
how's
40
this scored?
how was this like a 30-47 or
Right.
whatever it is like
Yeah.
and the judges are like, yeah, I just called it how I see it. And there's no like internal process.
There's no
so how
repercussions, there's no
easy would it
investigation.
be
Yeah, exactly,
for them
yeah.
to be like, yo, regardless what it is, you just call it like a 0.5 the other way. Nobody's gonna ask you shit.
Yeah.
You're gonna go in the press conference. Dana White's gonna be like, "This guy's a fucking idiot. I don't know what the judges were thinking. Blah blah blah. This is horrible judging."
Yeah.
And then we're on to the next one,
Exactly.
or the refs, or whatever it is. So Ariel Wane is he's basically becoming like the kind of the conduit of all this, of all these UFC fighters and stuff are reaching out saying like, yeah, I was approached in my gym, or like guys that bet on me, they came with like 20K and said like, hey, I bet some money, like here's like thanks for getting me the win.
Right.
Here's some money. And they're like, yo, that's not a good look.
That's not.
But
Absolutely
it's
not.
right now it's totally taking in like with the NBA and the UFC, like it's totally fucking up like the entire integrity. And now when people see like a fight that loses, it's like you take away skill, you take away like good training and like preparation, and now the first thing that you think is it's rigged.
It's true, and I mean I think that happens with a lot of sports. Like I mean, we looked at the NFL where everyone always talks about the script and everything like that, and every year, you know, but I'm not going to be the one to sit here and say that there isn't some shady shit that goes on in sports. Sure. But it's really, in my opinion, is it very hard to orchestrate? Possibly. In some, it might not be depending on the sport, but I don't know, man. There's too many moving parts in a lot of these sports to think. I mean, as a fan of sports, you don't want to think that this is something that's going on.
And are we so dug in now that, like, you look at UFC has a sponsor from DraftKings.
Yeah.
So it's like now the more you try to fix it, the more implicated you are of being a part of it.
Yeah.
So it's like at some point you need to step out of the way and say like, yo, do what you got to do.
Right.
Because the more I try to like put in rules or ask questions or make statements, the more it looks like I'm involved.
Yeah.
Same with the NBA.
Yeah.
It's like you wonder why Adam Silver ain't saying shit. Because he's saying like this already happened with was his name Doherty?
Tim Donaghy.
Tim Donahue.
Donaghy.
You look at that, and not only that, it's like the thing that Chauncey Billups is implicated in isn't even sports betting. It's like rigging
Just
poker
gambling.
games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Gambling
Yeah.
with the mafia and
Yeah.
shit.
Oh, God.
He's like the face that would bring in like big
Big
money,
names.
like bettors.
Kevin Garnett.
Okay.
all of these like all-star players, and then
Right.
basically everybody at the table
Mm-hmm.
would know that like say we all came and you came to play with us because we were NBA Hall of Famers.
Right.
Everybody
And
would
you got
know
money.
everybody
yeah.
would know you're getting fucked.
Yeah.
Everybody had X-ray glasses, and they knew, and
Card
like,
readers were
and like they
shooting out
had like
specific-
they had like
really?
quarters.
Okay.
They had like earpieces that they'd have like professional poker like people quarterbacking you through, like, oh, you got a 7, like, yeah, play this, fold your hand, whatever it is.
Right.
And the guy's coming because he just wants to share the spotlight
Right.
with all
With all
these
these players,
people.
Hall
of
But
Famers.
everybody was in on it. And then it was part of the mafia. So it's like, well, if you thought you were getting fucked, well, what are you gonna do?
say?
What are you gonna
The
do?
mafia's
Because
just
we're
gonna
gonna break your
your
fucking
fucking
legs
legs,
now,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
you're gonna be cinder blocked on the fucking Houston River. Like it's like
It's messed up to think about, though.
so it's weird because the Terry Rozier thing, like people think this is the same thing, but it's
Yeah.
a totally different.
It's totally different.
But it all like ties back to the mafia. Like the mafia has been running all of this.
Interesting.
But it's a huge L. It's a huge L for professional sports.
Yeah.
It sucks to see because if you get rid of gambling, how many people watch UFC fights simply because they gamble on
Well,
it?
I mean, that's like boxing. Any kind of fighting sport, I think there's obviously a lot more gambling that goes on
So,
in them. But yeah.
but what, like, do you think that would affect you guys in, like, watching professional sports? If, like, they kind of said, like, yo, we're gonna make, like, gambling illegal again. Like, you're
No.
not gonna be able...
No.
Because I'll still make bets with my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I-
Illegal, bro. Mafia's
Yeah.
coming for you.
Yeah.
just think-
yeah.
I just think it's turned into more of a business than it is
Yeah.
like
Yes.
a hobby.
Yeah.
Of like, oh, I'm gonna bet on like the Jays game, or I'm gonna bet on like this guy's unders or whatever.
Yeah.
Now it's like you have like on X, you have like basically people that are pickers and people are signing up to their sports book, to their Discord channels,
Yeah.
and now they have stats on how good they are at predicting this information.
Yeah, okay,
and it's
that's
like
true.
now people are making livings out of other people's livings.
Well, yeah,
and it's this
absolutely.
huge inception of like, it's
Yeah,
like,
I think they just bit off way more than they could chew.
Yeah.
In terms of this like betting stuff, it's like
It's
somebody that wants to make, like you said, $78 million or $48 million, and it's like, I still want to place a parlay bet on, my boy
Yeah,
that's playing
yeah.
over in Houston.
yeah.
and it's
Man,
so
like, come on,
it's so intertwined now where there's no separation, where you have commentators on these sports panels giving their picks.
Yeah.
You have on Bet365, Eli Manning is giving all of these different like weekend picks, and it's like, how like into deep are we now where like the betting culture and the sports culture is just like in one thing, where now if you try to drop off one, it's like the revenue of these leagues is going to drastically dip, the viewership is going to dip,
yeah.
like because even look at Vegas, how many people are there at 10 in the morning watching college football games?
True.
Because they got it's just it's a dirty game, and now it's kind of all coming to light,
It's true.
and this is the tip of the iceberg.
And that's the other thing. It's going to be weird to see what's going to come out in the next couple of years and what we're going to learn. But, yeah.
But yeah, it's what does the audience think? Do you guys watch sports simply because of betting? I'm interested to hear about that, because like some people I talk to, they only watch UFC not because they enjoy the fighters and following the storylines. It's like,
It's-
I got this guy finishing the first round
It's
and a
just
half.
for money.
Yeah.
Yeah. But switching gears on that lightly,
Yeah.
I want to touch on some. So now, because I was watching a clip, so I'll explain the clip. Ronda Rousey was on Burt Kreschner's podcast.
Got to cue.
Did you see this?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Play it.
So basically, sure, you can play it. You just listen to it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I think it's interesting, and it's gonna lead into
Just
the
make
next
sure
hour.
the audio is on for the.
Can you hear it?
This is the 1 minute man talking about it, but yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
go ahead.
that it?
You can cut it there. Yeah, that's fine. So at the end of this conversation,
Bert's looking like Lewis.
what she ends up saying is, or what Bert ends up saying, he's like, how much do you think, like, could you take Joe Rogan? She's like, Joe Rogan shouldn't be talking about it. He's not a fighter. He's never fought. He's never played the sport. And then Kreshner says, well, he's done Taekwondo. And she's like, that's not fighting. And I agree with her in the sense that it's not the same sport in general. It is apples and oranges. It really is.
Do you know how she lost her last fight?
She got choked out, didn't she?
A Taekwondo kick.
Okay. But
So,
that's one. But okay.
but it's
You're looking
combat
at-
sports.
You're right. But what she's saying is he's never played the sport. He's never done MMA.
Neither is Joe Anik.
Okay, so this
John
is
Anik.
this is where the conversation comes in: is can someone who is strictly just an analyst, who has never played the sport or done the sport professionally, have any weight to stand on when they talk about the sport or a sport in general?
Absolutely.
Who's the guy with the ESPN panel? With
Max Kellerman?
No, Shaq.
Charles
Shaq.
Barkley.
Oh,
Eddie-
yeah.
Eddie- Ernie.
Ernie Johnson.
Johnson.
Has Ernie Johnson
Yeah.
ever played basketball?
I think he played in.
I'm sure he's played pickup ball.
Sure.
You know?
But that's the thing. We're not saying pickup ball or
So
anything
is
like
this guy-
that.
He shot an NBA level 3-pointer.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
has he ever played like an NBA regulated game?
No.
No.
So with
Maybe
that
in a
said,
celebrity game or
take him off the panel.
Okay.
No, but-
Right?
but-
Oh,
yeah,
no,
I think
but-
if you put in a certain amount of time of watching and
But there's some
commentating
people
on the sport,
that are
you're
good
allowed
at
to
the
talk
X's
about it.
and O's of something.
Of something. You
They're
can
good at
study the
analyzing
sport. You
the
can know the sport. I'm not disagreeing.
What about Greg Popovich?
Well,
Did he play in the NBA? I'm sure he played college ball.
Popovich played in the NBA.
Pop Pittley.
Yeah.
I don't
Did
think
he?
he did.
No, I don't
Are
think
you
he
sure?
did.
Well, look it up.
I'm looking it up, man.
But
Relax.
and another thing that she talks about too, which I have to give her credit for, is she says there's a big difference because they talk about the comparison between the WWE and UFC and
Right.
how like as soon as you lose in the UFC, basically everything that you've ever done, like you
It comes
suck
into
now.
question. Yes.
Or basically like even the fact that Ronda Rousey like invented female combat in the UFC.
Right.
As soon as she lost, they were like, she's trash. Not necessarily. She did a lot of things. She
did a lot of
basically
things.
paved the way for like female UFC fighters.
Absolutely.
But
he did not play. In
He
that.
did
Popovich
not
did not
play.
play. Okay.
No.
So, but I find it very interesting because she said, look at the way that WWE Hall of Famers are like recognized when they come back, and they're always like they're playing their matches and they're always remembering them. And it's not this thing of like, well, you're done and dusted now. Like if you went back in and fought,
Yeah.
like you'd be fucked.
Yes.
It's not this type of like rhetoric where in the UFC, it's like as soon as you go on like a losing streak, it's like, well, he's kind of
washed up. His time is done.
and
or whatever.
I
Did she
get
know
that
that WWE is
fake.
It's
Scripted?
okay.
Scripted.
The only thing that about it is it's scripted. The wear and tear that goes
Oh,
on your body,
absolutely.
sure, absolutely. You're still an athlete.
Yeah.
We're not debating that, and
I-
we're not debating that either.
No.
What we are debating is, do you have weight or credibility in what you say if you've never done
Oh
anything
yes,
Yes.
yes.
I don't think you
Yes.
need to play it.
I
You can
and
be good
I
at the
think
X's
and
O's.
I think what that is she is probably really upset that she knows that if she went back into the UFC, there's going to be a different like you're not just going to get to go back up and be like, "Okay, I'm now recognized as the shit for taking all this time off." It only happened like one time with Henry Cejudo, and he took a 3-year break. He came back, immediately got a title shot, got totally fucked. And it was like, okay, there's levels. Like
Right.
there's levels to this shit, right? I think that rhetoric is false. I think the rhetoric of her saying that he fought Taekwondo. Okay, well, he's been commentating for the UFC
For
since
how
like,
many years?
Since UFC like 5.
Yep.
Right? So to say, yeah, it's like, are you just upset because like the guy's not saying what you want to hear? Because I'm sure if he was saying what you want to hear, you'd be like, Joe's not a bad guy. I think he's great. Blah, 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 blah.
But
So-
I think there is some credibility and weight to what she's saying in a context. Not 100% saying that you can't not be a part of it. Like,
Do you know
play-
Joe Rogan trained GSP how to properly kick?
You're the UFC guy, not me.
So
Yo,
Joe,
cite your sources.
so they have home
your
footage. They have home footage of GSP being trained by Joe Rogan on how to do a spinning heel kick.
Okay.
And he did not know how to do a spinning heel kick, and Joe Rogan trained him on how to do that.
Okay.
So this guy has to have some level of knowledge.
So what is GSP supposed to give like thanks to Joe Rogan for
No, but saying
for like his
but
accolades?
saying that because
hold
he
on.
doesn't fight professionally, that he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay.
It's like, well, he has to have some level of like systems and knowledge of training and combat and
True.
the work that goes into it.
Okay.
Where, okay, maybe he doesn't know what it's like for two chicks to fight.
Fighting is fighting, though. Any sport is any sport. It doesn't matter if
women.
you're a man or you're a woman, dude. It's
Male
the
or female.
technique. Same thing. The technique and the skill set still is
But you have to have
still has to be present in
but
order
you
for you
have
to be able
have-
to do it.
But you have to have a level of like notches in your belt, though. Like, think about when Stephen A. Smith was there for the UFC event, and it was Conor McGregor and Cowboy Cerrone, and he was like, I don't think that guy did anything. He didn't show up to fight. And the other two commentators were looking at him like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, but that's what Stephen A. Smith does.
He
Right,
also
but it's the
put
fact
it
of like
on-
he doesn't, and then they show him videos of him like boxing and shit.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and it's like, okay, as a commentator, this time you bit off way more than you can chew.
Fair.
But if we're talking about football, basketball, like all this other shit, it's like, dude, you're the guy.
So speaking
So it's like
of,
this guy has enough notches.
I don't
under
think
his
he
belt.
is.
he's not. I don't think Stephen A. Smith is the guy either.
He's a mouth.
He's a mouth, and he's educated. He knows some stuff on some sports.
But people trust what he
Knows
has
how
to
to
say,
talk.
or he wouldn't be
you
getting
can
these-
listen to what he has to say. You have to trust it.
I think it's more like the heat he gives off.
So
Yeah.
here's, like, I was watching. I can't remember what game it was that Tom Brady was commentating on Sunday.
Okay.
Might have been, who did Dallas just play?
Arizona Cardinals.
It might have been that
And they
game.
lost. Stephen A. Smith was in the press box with.
So I don't
Jerry
know.
Jones.
Maybe not even that game. It was one of the afternoon games. Anyways, regardless,
Yeah.
Tom Brady is making comments on the quarterback. Now I can't remember which quarterback it is, but the quarterback rolls out right and throws back across his body to the left. Might have been the Denver game, and they scored a touchdown on this play. Tom Brady says, "I don't like quarterbacks who roll one way and throw across their body when they don't have the vision." Now, if Tom Brady says that, are we going to take that as truth? Are we going to be like, you know what? He's right. He's a 7-time Super Bowl champ, Pro Bowl, whatever, how many MVPs? Sure, I'm going to listen to Tom Brady and what he has to say.
Sure.
Vikings Lions.
There we go. But does Tom Brady have the right to say that? At one point, Tom Brady was an inexperienced quarterback who rolled to his right and threw across his body, and maybe he got it picked off, or maybe he had a reception or a touchdown. Now, if Tom's in the booth, sure, I understand. He can make those comments. But who's going to teach this quarterback how to do it? Who taught you how to do it? Someone came eventually and told you how to roll right and throw across your body, which is still not something you're supposed to do in NFL whatsoever
Right.
from a coaching or...
It wasn't Drew Bledsoe.
No, definitely,
that guy
definitely
was
wasn't him.
dead.
So, but my point is, it's like there's people who know what they're doing, who still talk the talk, but they're not going to come down on the field and teach this kid this is what you're supposed to do. Sure, Joe Rogan taught GSP how to do a spinning heel kick. Great, fantastic. But at the same time, GSP's not turning around and saying, "I want to thank Joe Rogan for what he taught me here." No quarterback is going. Tom Brady's
Right.
not turning around and saying, "I want to thank the guy who taught me how to roll right and throw across
But
my
I
body."
think this ultimately comes down to, though, people are putting way too much weight into what anybody is
Absolutely.
saying at all, where it's like everybody misses the mark. Like Joe Rogan's still talking about vaccines. It's like, dude, what are we doing here? It's like there's a lot of things that a lot of people say where it's like right now there's a huge epidemic of like comedians interviewing politicians, and they're saying like everybody's out of whack, and like people are now like in this split like culture war.
Yeah.
But everybody's like trusting people like verbatim and being like, well, we're gonna come back to this. It's like, well, maybe like I said this out of emotion, or maybe like I thought this guy was going to make a better play, or like my experience and what I know made me say this thing, right? Like when Daniel Cormier said this thing about the Bulgarian fight of when like that's white belt shit.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, maybe this guy wasn't trained how to defend a choke. It's like, some people say things in the heat of moment. Some people say things with a totally different level of perspective. But I think that people are taking what people have to say, and then it's like, that's gospel now.
Right. And I think everything should be taken with a grain of salt. But at the same time, the only thing I'm saying is, and I'm asking fans out there, it's, if someone is an analyst, they've never played the sport, do they have any way to say anything? And I find there's a lot of people who are just analysts. Like, I don't play these sports professionally, but here I am talking shit. I'm not really talking shit. I'm just commentating on things that are happening. But there are great players out there. For example, I was talking about this with my brother before I left Ontario, that I'm like, Wickenheiser, the female Canadian hockey player. I'm like, what does she do now? She should be for winning as much as she has. She should be at a professional level coaching hockey, and she's in the Toronto Maple Leafs
organization.
There it is. So she's there and she's working that way, which is
GM,
which is fantastic. Because I think if you are a talented enough player or athlete in your sport, I don't think it's wrong for you, whether you're male, female, to coach at any level professionally if you are good enough for the job. But you look at professionals as well, like our Wayne Gretzky and Michael Jordan, who were top-notch players in their fucking sport when they played. They did not correlate as well when it came to coaching. So did they sit there and they don't commentate? They don't do anything, which is fine. They don't have to.
Sometimes people don't want to get in front
of
the camera.
But I think that's
that
also,
too.
but that's like being able to articulate is a whole different skill set. Like like some people got it. Like some people can't do it, right?
You're right.
So, and I think,
but that's just, there it is. Joe Rogan can teach you how to do something, or Tom Brady can teach you or he can say something, but he's not going to be able to. He's not going to be the one to go down there and say, "Hey, man, this is how you do it."
Yeah, but I don't think he'd be like a live commentator.
And Joe Rogan's not getting in the ring to say, "I'm going to compete in the next UFC."
But I don't think he'd be commentating for this long if he didn't like. They said like he was one of the founding like frameworks of people that didn't understand combat sports.
Yep.
To like understand combat sports.
I'm not saying the things that I've heard are not good or they're informative, because I've learned a lot more about UFC.
But it is interesting because like I think it just comes down to what people want to put their weight into, right? Where people trust a quarterback more than they should, and then he fucks up, and then it's like, well, is this guy never allowed to fuck up?
Oh, you're right.
Right?
Geno Smith.
Like, so I think people hold weight into like a lot of things and a lot of people look around Rousey and just go like, dude, I've forgotten about her years ago.
What she said,
and then other people are like, what is this chick doing? Blah blah blah, right? But it's like some people just you're comparing it from a different lens.
You're right.
What else we got?
Moving on. So let's get your analytical opinion here about a battle that's been going on for generations.
Yeah, about Halo coming up.
So back in the day, there was Nintendo, there was Sega, and then things changed. We got a PlayStation, we got an Xbox. Nintendo kept coming.
Yep.
But here we are.
The Switch.
Here we are.
You got the Switch 2.
Switch 2,
About to give
baby.
the Switch to Lewis.
Ooh.
Tell us, Lou.
Nice segue. So as of October, the console wars have been declared dead.
Yeah.
Because of one game.
Because of one game, Halo. Halo is being moved over to PlayStation, which if you're a gamer, you know that's
That's like a cardinal
That's
sin.
it. It's a cardinal sin.
That's
Absolutely.
awesome.
But that's like Metal Gear was strictly just a PlayStation game. Is that game on Xbox as well?
Metal Gear.
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid. I think
Metal
so.
Gear Solid. It was strictly just a PlayStation game before.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, like Helldivers was a PlayStation exclusive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Came over
And
to
that's
Xbox.
now
That's on Xbox. now.
okay. So yeah.
That was huge news. Even the White House tweeted about that.
The
We had-
White
we had Donald Trump.
Trump mentioned he tweeted
Yeah.
about this.
Yeah.
Do you
They
think
tweeted
Trump
out a
plays
picture of
video
him.
games?
No.
He doesn't play video games.
He golfs.
Shit.
Go-
And
yeah.
here's my point, though.
Tell us your point.
In gaming, we have racism, we have sexism in it. Let's keep politics out of it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tell that to the
stick-
trolls you play against online,
Yeah.
my friend. That has nothing to do with
man, the
anybody
internet's
changed
with the
everything.
people that are
Just-
out there. The
we're
internet
all
has no
racist.
chill.
Bro, I beat some guy by like 15 points on NBA last night, and the guy gave me like a full 1 minute, like, dude, you are so shit. Like, I gave you so many, like so many misses, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yo, man, you lost.
Bro.
And I just kept
Hold the
saying,
cell.
yo, man, you lost. He's like, I didn't fucking lose. This is dog shit, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, dude, you lost.
This was
And-
2K?
Yeah, and the
Oh,
dude's
bro.
like using it. He's like, you had so many like accidental shots and this and that. It's like, dude,
You lost.
take the L, man. You lost.
Hold this.
And then he went right in, called me a cracker and this
damn.
and I'm just like, you lost.
Yeah, there it is.
And dude, the dude's
Dude,
straight.
you just lose it.
2K
And,
has the worst community. One of
Oh,
the worst
it's
communities.
terrible.
2K is
Dude,
by
it's,
far.
it's bad. It's
2K
bad.
These guys
Fortnite,
pass up wide open two dunks like right there. They'll kick it out for the three. It's like it's as
Just-
if you're watching the NBA. But
Yeah.
It's like, man, you're bricking this
Dude,
shit.
I take 2 or 3 timeouts right at the start of the game just to like fucking penetrate their emotions, man. Because you know that like they're so fragile.
Yeah.
Where if you start like fucking with them at the
play
start,
Yeah.
they'll start
haven't played
making
2K since
mistakes,
This
and,
is true,
and then
yeah.
you get them to start fouling you all the
I play by
time,
myself.
and then you're like, I got it.
Yeah.
You're like, I got these guys.
Fair.
See, 2K, I haven't bought a 2K game since 2K19.
Okay.
But 2K19 or 2K was fun before that archetype of 3-pointers.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? When
Yeah.
people would actually play the game, you could penetrate. Now everyone they
It is-
create a build. It's a fucking 6-7.
Yeah.
Yep,
3-point
3-point
specialist.
god. 6,
God.
7.
Now in the dictionary.
Fuck this 6-7 shit.
But
You did it. You said it, man.
Oh my god!
You did say
Yeah.
it.
I
You
just-
That's
could have said 6'8".
I can't-
yeah.
but it is 2K is an interesting game because now they have all of these like clothing deals and shit like that, and like the My Player. But you see that being infiltrated into every single game. Every single game now is more about like, oh, what can we do to like collaborate with brands and
Yeah.
do this and that and make this like, you know,
I don't know who's running the show at college football with EA Sports, but like they are not geared towards like my team or my player or anything like that. Like it's mostly franchise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody plays that, and it's like we haven't had this game in like 15 years.
Yeah.
and that's just what we play.
Just
And
back
I
on top
love
of the
it.
world.
I love
You're-
it. Some
you're
people
so
play
happy.
online and shit,
Yeah.
But shout out
It's
to
like-
Battlefield,
yeah.
like bringing it back.
I
Like I hear some really good things about
I
Battlefield.
heard that too.
I tried the Battle Royale. It's,
I heard that's kind of cheese.
It reminds me of Call of Duty.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
heard
Warzone.
they.
And that's
fucked
what
up
I've
the
heard too,
I heard
like-
they fucked up the battle royale,
the only
but the
Nothing
game
special
itself.
the only
like
thing
the
I want to say
multiplayer.
at this point, if the console wars are over, can we just have everything be crossplay now
I
online?
think
but
that's the
it
plan.
pretty much is.
Yeah.
I think Microsoft
No.
is.
No, it's not.
Well, not
Okay,
yet,
what's
but
not
it's gonna-
I don't know. I just
GTA.
have a PS4.
But
But GTA,
yes,
It's not-
everyone-
not
GTA
crossplay?
is not crossplay.
No,
No,
you
it
can
is
Well,
not.
you also have to factor in that the GTA that's like out right now
is
from
like
like 15 years ago.
and I still play it.
yeah, on your piddly diddly PS4.
Yeah.
Yes, man.
Yeah.
But
You
still.
gotta upgrade.
So
Is
you can
everyone here
crossplay
PlayStation?
between
Yeah.
console
PlayStation?
generations, but you can't
No.
crossplay.
No, you can't crossplay between
No,
console
but like,
generations.
oh, you used
Not for
to.
GTA.
He's too outdated.
I'm outdated.
Right.
Hi,
Yeah.
my name is
So there's
Rich.
your
No,
problem.
I
And I'm
think,
outdated.
I
You
think.
know, if you want to contribute to their GoFundMe,
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna start a
yeah,
GoFundMe for me to get a
PS5.
PS5, especially because Crave no longer will work at the end of the month
That's what I'm
on my
saying, yeah.
PS4. I'm like, what is this?
You know what I thought about doing for my wedding?
Yeah.
I saw this on Facebook where a dude buys a blazer and he sells he sells ad space on the blazer.
Nice. That's
So,
actually not bad.
I'm gonna
jacket.
yeah,
Yeah.
on the jacket.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
so I'm gonna reach out to all these people that I interviewed and be like, hey, man.
Get it as a separate jacket, though, eh? Not the actual tux.
Oh, no, but that's the point.
No. Have another one you change
You want
into.
ads on your
Just
wedding?
have a.
But imagine if you could crowdfund 20 G's.
Just get another blazer. Is all I'm saying. If your tux is black, just get another black jacket. That's all I'm saying. And then
Dude,
have one with ads, one without.
I said I'd go far as even doing the pants.
Sure, get 2 different tuxes.
I asked.
She will kill
And
you.
Emily's
What was
the one that brought it
inspiration
up to
behind
me.
this?
Oh.
The Blue Jays home run jacket?
No, there was a guy that did it for a fundraiser
Okay.
where he basically was raising money for like a foundation.
Okay.
And it was like support the Blazer, like the Blazer movement. So anytime they got like a new logo, like a new sponsorship,
Yeah.
they basically get a new one printed, send it to this dude, and then it was like these guys were basically like walking billboards.
Okay.
But one guy did it in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
He crowdfunded like 40 G's for his wedding, and he basically just sold like postage stamp ads
Yeah.
across the whole.
Who gets to sponsor the cutting of the wedding cake?
Ooh. See, like, how far do you take it, right? Like, how far? Like, this wedding is sponsored by DraftKings.
Well, I'm gonna put a parlay in for
Yeah,
like
man.
you at the altar.
The over-under.
How mad is she going to be when she sees the sponsors on this coat?
Yeah, the over-under on photographs taken at this wedding has been set at a 150.5.
How many eye rolls will I see throughout this evening?
But it's an interesting concept. I don't know if I think it has to be like worth it. Like to do it for a couple $1,000 to basically ruin every wedding photo.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, probably not.
That's why
But
you need 2 blazers.
But if you're talking 20, 30 G's and they're like, no, you have to walk down the aisle. Like
Sure.
it's like, okay, 20, 30 G's, I could.
It could all be an act. You could walk down the aisle twice, man. One blazer with ads on it, the other one with
20,
regular.
30 G's would pay off like the whole wedding.
Oh, of course. Absolutely.
By the time we get married.
But, Mark, there was something you said you wanted to talk about people that, speaking of sponsors.
Shoe shining.
Sponsors and
Oh.
things. Is there a place
Find
in the
me
mall? Yeah. Tell us the story.
So I went to West Ed. Right?
Yes. Paint us a
Coming
picture.
down the escalator, there's a kiosk. It's one of those shoe. cleaning
Where
kiosks,
where
right?
in the mall exactly? Give us.
Like over by Simon's. There's like over by the Lego store.
Okay, over there.
Okay, coming down the
gotcha.
escalator.
Yeah.
This kiosk employee, she looks right at me, dead in the eyes, just like, "Hey, you need your shoes clean?" And I'm like,
Do I
No,
look
not
like I
today.
need my shoes clean?
I got my 5-year-old son. I got my extended family and whatnot. They're here visiting. And I'm just like, I don't have time for this. Like, why are you picking on me?
How dirty were your
Everybody
shoes,
else,
though?
my shoes are all right. They got some grime on them. Like, that's fine.
Okay.
Everybody steps in a puddle once in a while.
Yes.
But, like, come on. And then, like, she just picked me out. And I was like, don't waste my time. I'm not having you clean one fucking shoe, and then I'm gonna walk around with one clean shoe, one dirty shoe. That doesn't make sense. And I'm not paying you $30 to clean one shoe. Like, get fucked.
Do you remember the name of this kiosk?
I don't.
Okay.
Shoe Shine Deluxe.
Find the
But
Shoe
it-
Shine
I
place. You
might
can ask
go
this
burn
place
it
to be
down,
sponsored.
man. Piss me off.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
So,
And then what did you say? You had one about takeout food or something. What was your food one?
I was just like, no, it wasn't takeout.
no?
No, to
I
go.
wanted to know what your guys' is like go to like home cooked meals.
Because, well, you started off. Oh, yeah, go ahead. Go to home cooked meal?
Yeah.
Like, am I making
I'm
it?
just
Or
jumping all over the place right now.
yes, we're left and right.
Yeah.
You're crossing over. You're dribbling,
You
baby.
put the ball in my hands.
I did. Absolutely. You're correct. So, okay, go ahead. Okay, well, start us
Let's start
off.
with him, yeah.
Oh, chicken fettuccine, man.
But you're making this, or
I'm
is it
making
like.
it. I'm making it.
Okay, now.
I'm not making the noodles or the sauce, but like I'm combining
That's
it. I'm
your.
cooking
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
I'm gonna ask you.
Chopping it up.
I'm gonna top you up. I'm gonna ask you another
You're
one.
gonna top me up. Eh?
Yeah, baby. Okay. Now, if you're at home with your mom,
Top.
you're at home.
Yeah.
What meal that your mom makes would you want?
Curry chicken.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What's the curry chicken coming with? It's not like a bed of rice.
Potatoes.
Potatoes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, rice always. Man.
Okay.
What would you
naan
do? It's not that. I'm not East Indian.
I was asking, man. Just relax.
Nothing wrong with
Culture.
naan.
Hands
too
up.
much.
Don't shoot.
It's rice. It's rice.
You
Okay.
doing rice?
We're middle class.
Not doing
bro.
roti.
I wish. I wish.
Or according to Ryan, or nan bread.
Nan bread.
Nan
Okay, what's
bread.
yours?
You can buy it in the bread aisle.
What am I cooking?
Yeah, well, now, what are you cooking? What's your go-to home
Ooh,
cooking?
man, I can fuck up a good lasagna.
A
Like
lasagna. Is it
Whoa,
meatless?
whoa! Is it meatless? Is it a
Meatless
vegetarian
lasagna?
lasagna, or is it a lasagna add extra meats?
Like sausage.
Do you cook the noodles before you layer them, or do you do the dry ones where it's like fucking
Who does it? dry
Okay.
ready to
ones?
cook?
No.
You know what we should do? We should all sit down at one point and we'll
Have a
do a
bake-off.
cooking lesson.
Holy
And you can
shit,
cook your
steak.
food, you can cook your meal,
Yeah,
I'll
we'll
cook
taste
my meal,
test
we'll
it.
taste it.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I like
you.
that idea.
Okay, but go on. So you have the
I don't want any
lasagna.
Lasagna, cooking
Okay.
the
And
noodles
to answer your
fresh.
question, you have to boil the noodles first.
First,
Okay,
absolutely.
thank
I
you.
don't know
Okay.
who's
ass
drawing-
backwards like that? That's like putting milk in your bowl before you put the cereal in, man.
I mean,
I'm
Can't
just
trust
saying,
those people.
that?
bro.
Nobody we know. I guess.
Yeah, I was
no,
like,
no.
yo.
I was about to.
Okay, but if you're at home and mama's cooking, what you got?
if I'm at home and mama's cooking,
Yeah.
um,
Like, what would be your favorite dish that your mom makes?
ooh, it's like a Caribbean dish, rice and peas, color palau.
Yeah, fair, absolutely.
So either that or like my mom makes some good curry chicken.
Yeah, everyone's. I think.
Okay,
I think
we
our
got
mom's might
2 for curry chicken.
Yo,
For
my
my-
mom's curry chicken is better than yours.
You guys should bring
did you
those
pull it
in
up?
too.
Yeah,
Please.
yeah, yeah.
Try
I'm
those.
going to Houston.
Well, she can send it in the mail. I don't fucking know.
Send food in mail.
Yes,
Send it.
you can
Oh.
do it in a
No,
box.
I'm
and
good.
You can send it.
I'm good.
All right. I really enjoy cooking for myself. Either you have my ribs.
How much for one rib?
Either my ribs, or I really enjoy making steaks, mashed potatoes with shrimp and mushrooms and like asparagus.
Oh,
I'll go all out.
That's an expensive ass
Yeah,
dinner.
man.
Jeez.
You gotta
You must be
treat
working
yourself.
overtime. When's recess?
Don't cheat yourself.
Yeah, when's the reset?
Recess on the 10th, baby. I've been hearing about it so much since yesterday. That's what I know. If I was at home, though, my mom makes a fucking mean shepherd's pie.
Google ribs?
Shepherd's
Oh,
pie.
shepherd's
Dude,
I
it is
don't like
so
lasagna,
good.
and I don't like shepherd's pie.
Yo, what's wrong?
My mom ain't sending no shepherd's pie, so relax. You know what? You ain't getting no steak now neither.
I want ribs.
I said steak.
I want ribs.
Sure. So you can decide. I'll let you guys decide. It's either the steak or you can have the ribs. Whichever you guys want, I'll make that.
I wonder what kind of sauce you put on ribs.
Don't you worry about it. I make my own sauce, baby, and it's delicious.
Okay.
Ask him. He's had it.
What else does he have?
For me, I
Alright.
On the
think
ribs, you jackass.
home cooked meal,
Yeah.
chicken parm.
Okay.
Chicken parm.
We can ask to see what does
here
she
right
think
now.
as well.
Oh yeah, I make a mean chicken parm.
Okay. I'm in. I'm asking.
And then it falls right off to like a grilled cheese. Like after that, it's like chicken
Nah,
parm,
that's fair.
grilled
I
cheese,
think we can.
All
grilled
right.
cheese,
So
tomato
you're-
soup.
I bet you my grilled cheese is better than yours, but we'll do
Okay.
it. Let's try that.
Well
too.
versed in the grilling of cheeses.
Yeah,
Melting
yeah.
of cheeses.
Yeah.
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 What are you talking about? My fondue game?
Oh,
I
shit!
love
You got a fondue
fondue.
game
Fondue?
too.
Oh, the fondue game.
Who is this guy? This is how you got her
and
to
then,
say yes.
And then at home, back in the East Coast, I'd probably say like a stew. So like a chicken stew, or
Okay.
turkey stew.
Jambalaya.
Like
Yeah.
your mom, like would she make you like full of fucking veggies
Yeah,
and shit?
yeah.
And, yeah.
It's like-
I love that.
Potatoes,
stew?
celery, carrots.
hell? I assume you guys just eat fish out in the coast.
Well,
Yeah, we do like lobster and
You
stuff,
like the
but
fish head?
shit's getting pricey, dog.
Yeah,
We-
man.
Fish over there.
It's like when I went home just now. My mom was sick the first day I got in, and she like made some chicken soup, and I was I wasn't feeling so hot myself, and I'm like,
Yeah.
chicken soup, score,
Yeah, man.
yeah.
absolutely, baby.
I just made a batch.
Did you?
Used rotini noodles.
Ooh.
That's
the way to do it.
Yeah.
All right. All
A
right.
little celery, little carrots.
Did you eat
Onion?
that today?
Okay.
Ooh.
No.
No, you didn't. You had McDonald's.
What'd you get from McDonald's though,
It
anyways?
was a Big Mac meal.
Oh,
I skipped
baby.
lunch. Had a basketball game last night.
Yeah,
tweaked my
yeah.
ankle. Didn't want to leave.
You tweaked your ankle already?
Bro, in the third quarter.
Yeah, man, you weak,
Yeah,
son.
No, they had
No,
two
I
dudes that
saw
were like
the-
6'7".
Yeah, you told me this already.
6'7".
6'7". How many times can we say it in the show? How many times?
I don't know. I tried to work it in real subtle.
No, I saw
They were
that.
legit big guys.
I saw your shot yesterday. Your boomerang.
But
Yeah, I
Boomerang-
saw
Did you
the.
make that?
Yeah.
Boomerang was
You
nice.
didn't. You didn't
you
make
make the shot,
the
though?
shot. Did
Was
it go
not
in or
wet.
not?
I was shooting like clay.
Did they go in or not?
It didn't go in.
Okay.
One more thing before we end.
But the
Yeah.
Emily
crossover
brought
was
up an
sick.
interesting
That was
topic
sick.
to me last night that she wanted me to
Cover.
ask the audience as well as you guys. So she was driving through and she said she saw this new like construction and there was like no wall, but all the like it all had lights, right?
Okay.
And she said now years ago you would never be guaranteed that you would have like when we talk 50 years ago,
Okay.
like lights were a foreign concept or that was like a unfathomable thing that would come standard with a house. And she
Like
said
house lights
yeah, like lights, yeah.
In the house.
Yeah.
Like fixtures.
Yeah.
out the house.
What?
Yeah, like when you bought a house,
Yes.
it didn't have like electricity or it didn't have
Okay. Yes.
So
okay,
We're talking like cabins, like
we're talking about like before like electricity was like a standard in every home.
you're
But she said
way
now,
back in the
but
day.
she said now it's like that's a legal thing. Like
Right.
you're not able to have
a house
Like-
without
build a house
electricity.
without
right
Yeah,
or
yeah.
like a basement without a window to get through or something.
Yes,
So
yes.
she said, what do we think's going to come in time now that we think
Okay.
would be unfathomable, that would be like a standard like legality in someone's house, like where if you don't have this, like you couldn't build a house.
Oh, okay.
I said in the next 50 years, you probably won't get a house that doesn't have like some sort of like robot.
oh yeah. You saw that video I sent you. Though.
I said like
I
that's
never laughed so
I said that's gonna be like
Some
if
of these
you bought a
robots suck.
if you bought a property now and you didn't have a washer and dryer, people would give you like a side eye. It doesn't come with the
Yeah.
house, but that's like one of those things of like with buying a house, I would have a dishwasher and a washer dryer.
Fair. Yeah. Standard.
Right?
Standard with
Standard
appliances.
across all
so we're talking
houses.
about appliances in the house?
Just anything.
Okay.
Whether
Although
it's
if
like
you, I think if you get
Well, I
like
think
a
a robot's
foreclosed
almost gonna
home, like you don't get any of that.
no, but like that would be like one of your first purchases.
stuff. Yeah.
And even when you buy a house, it has the fitting to have one. So it's like their intention is that you're going to eventually buy one, right? But she brought up a concept of like, why don't houses come standard with like Wi-Fi,
Or why don't houses come standard with central vac?
right?
Yes.
Or Bluetooth,
Like the vacuum,
like, or like Bluetooth speakers, where like,
that's extra.
yeah, like
But
where
she
you.
sa- it is, but I get what he's saying. It's like in 50 years from now, what's going to be like?
Yeah.
These things should be standard.
Everything should be like roughed in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
At
Yeah,
least,
yeah.
You know.
And like if you're, because I said even with electricity, when it first came that it was a consumer thing,
Right.
it was probably the middle to high class people
That had
could
electricity.
afford,
Yes.
and then everybody was on like wick candles, and,
or oil.
or you had
oil
one
candles
lamp or
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
that. And then the farther time went on, it's like, well, now it becomes so affordable where it's like, even if robots was the thing, it's like, well, I'm sure as a standard, it's going to be the rich people that are going to have robots.
Right.
And then the more affordable it gets, you're going to have like the cheapest. Like I even said Dyson vacuums, like eventually with shitty vacuums now, like if you're rich, like a sign of wealth is like having one of those like wireless like
Dysons
ones
that
hooked up to
connect,
the
yeah,
wall,
to the
right?
Yeah.
So like what do you guys think?
That's a tough one.
It's a toughie.
Because, see, I don't think it'll be standard in everyone's house to have a robot. I don't. Or a helper robot.
Yeah, there's
I
a
don't
lot of
know.
people that are like, yo, those things are gonna rule the world one day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
they
I don't
wanna
want one of those in my
expedite
house.
I
And-
welcome
but,
it. I welcome my robot overload. I want it to happen.
Yeah. Why'd you whisper that?
yeah, say it out loud, man.
Sure.
I will bow down to you, robot overlords.
As somebody that has gone through like a builder and built their house,
Yes.
we really wanted like the Bluetooth speakers, wireless speakers throughout
Yes.
the house and shit. It was way too much money. They're quoting us like an extra like $5,000.
Yeah.
And Shane and I looked at each other and we're just like,
It's not worth it.
nah,
But
not worth it.
eventually-
like, you can get Google Homes for like $30.
But eventually that's going to become so consumer friendly where they're going to have like a DIY
But you have
Bluetooth
to also
speaker.
factor in like, yo, cutting out the drywall,
100%.
running the line and all that stuff like that.
And like,
takes
does
time
that
and
ever
it
get
adds-
cheaper?
I
Yeah.
think houses will either come with an Alexa, a Siri, or a Google.
Yeah, something
Each
like
like an automated
Yeah.
helper in the house.
Yeah.
Not robot per se.
Like a Jarvis.
But a voice command Jarvis in your home that
Yeah.
can turn on music and the lights and
Yeah.
whatnot.
I
and so
thought
forth.
Wi-Fi was a really good one. I think
that
in
is
the
good.
next like few years,
Yeah.
I think you're gonna have homes that come like standard with like their own I just said that the only thing is that it's a different service.
Yes.
So like, but
But I think that's more of a community thing than it would be
yeah.
a
I
home
said you're
thing.
probably gonna go into subdivisions in 20 years time.
Yes.
And the whole subdivision
Will
will
be-
have like a giant fucking Wi-Fi router.
Yeah.
In the middle of the park. And
Oh.
everybody would have Wi-Fi access, and it's just tied to your like HOA fees.
Yes.
everybody's just gonna get like swatted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Whole
you're-
neighborhood getting
yeah.
swatted and shit.
at one day and at a time, like everybody's house in the neighborhood, all their automatic locks just get unlocked.
Did you answer?
Oh,
the
yeah. Yeah.
Did I answer it?
Yeah. You didn't say anything. What do you want? Roombas in everyone's house?
No, I
question?
think
Yeah, he said he welcomes.
I think we're
Robot
doing away with
overloads.
The lock and key. I think we're gonna start switching to
The which one, sir?
everyone. I think
Has
we're
the
gonna get rid
apps to unlock their doors?
Yeah.
Okay,
But
yeah,
I
fair.
think, I think that'll be a standard.
Yeah, that's-
soon.
Yeah.
Get rid of keys.
But I think when that becomes when we rely on that too much, what happens when that app stops working, man?
Yeah.
Then you're locked out of your fucking house. Because I mean, think about this: with your car keys right now, it's like you have the unlock, whatever. But if that stops working, you can still take the key out
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
need be. I
Yeah.
think there needs to be some kind of
Dude, that's
safe. What's the word I'm looking for?
now
Fake
they have
fail-safe.
they have a version in the newest like levels of like automakers where you can send a copy of your key to someone else's phone.
Yes.
So say you're in the fucking whatever.
Yeah.
You can be like, "Oh, you need to get into my car? Cool, I texted you
Access. Yeah. Hyundai does that. I
Shit's
think.
wild.
Yeah, man.
But what do you think? What do you think is going to come standard in a living establishment?
Within the
or-
next, let's say 20 to 50 years. That'd be
Yeah.
great to know. Also, let us know your thoughts on being an analyst, or does your words have any credibility? Also, what was the other thing?
Home cooked meals.
Home cooked meals. Let us know about your favorite home cooked meal. What was your favorite meal that your parent cooked for you?
And let me know if you
uh,
want my feet pics.
Yeah, and
if you
you
want
want his
Lewis's
cleft
defects.
toes.
Yo,
Left toes,
don't-
baby.
don't.
And
Also, no, go
that,
ahead.
no, you.
There was a slight technical difficulty there, so we're sorry about that earlier in the show, but we rectified it and
Yeah,
came back.
the
There wasn't
audio is
a-
probably fucked. This
probably not
one.
the best transition, but
this audio is probably fucked.
But thank you for being patient with us. Sorry
yeah.
that this is still happening sometimes.
That's episode 57 in the books.
50.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow. You can search the Conversationalist on audio.
You can-
Spare Bedroom Studios on
We got a tweeting
YouTube.
account. We got a tweeters account.
We have an X account.
Yeah,
Mark
you can hit
runs
us
it.
up on the tweeters.
Mark runs it.
You
Last post he's made. fucking December
You can drop us up on the
2024.
listeners' lounge too. Hit us up. We'd love to hear from you guys.
Yeah, April
I
2020.
respect that.
Absolutely, I respect it too,
All
baby.
We out.
Peace out, y'all.